Every time you use a text-to-video tool, you're basically crossing your fingers and hoping the AI guesses what you had in mind. You describe a scene, you hit generate, and half the time you get something that looks nothing like what you imagined. And if you're using first and last frame tools, you still only have two anchor points. Everything in between is a coin flip. That's the problem with most AI video right now. You don't have real control. You're just making suggestions and hoping for the best. But what you're watching on screen right now, these videos, were all generated with a feature that actually lets you decide what appears and exactly when it appears. And that changes everything. Let me show you how it works. This is something I genuinely got excited about, and I don't say that lightly. The feature is called Any Frame to Video, and it's live right now on Dzine AI. Quick note, Dzine AI has a 60% off sale running right now on all their subscription plans, so I'll drop the link in the description. Honestly, with that offer, it's worth checking out even if you just want to test this one feature. But let me walk you through exactly what this does and why it's different. You can now drop up to 6 keyframe images and place each one at a specific point on a timeline. The model then generates transitions between all of them, and your frames actually appear in the video at the timestamps you set. That's real directorial control. You're not just prompting, you're essentially storyboarding. When you're inside Dzine AI, you'll notice they've refreshed the interface a bit. It looks a little cleaner than before. Click on AI Video, and right there under the mode options, you'll see Start and End Frame is selected by default. The one you want is Any Frame, which is right next to it. Go ahead and click that, and you'll immediately see the Image Upload section appear above it. This is where you'll drop your keyframes. You could add up to 6 images, and from here you can also set the aspect ratio. It'll auto-detect based on what you upload. Choose 720p or 1080p and set your video duration, which goes up to 10 seconds right now, with 5 and 10 as your options. There's also a sound toggle. If you turn it on, the model will generate background audio for your video. And you can even give it a separate sound prompt to describe what you want to hear. With sound, it costs 90 credits. Without sound, it's 80. Honestly, that's pretty affordable compared to tools like Kling, so you can comfortably retry if you don't love your first result. All right, let's actually test this. The first thing I wanted to try was a fight scene, because fight scenes are notoriously one of the hardest things to generate with AI. Consistency breaks down fast, limbs go wrong, the motion gets weird. I pre-generated 4 frames using Nano Banana 2. And by the way, if you're generating your input keyframes, I'd recommend Nano Banana 2 specifically because it tends to give you more consistent characters across frames. So I'll click Select, grab my 4 fight scene frames, and let them upload. Okay, they're in. Now this is where it gets interesting. You can see the frames sitting on the timeline. I'll zoom in so you can see the positions clearly. I want to drag the last frame all the way to the 10-second mark, then place the third one around 7 seconds and the second around 4 seconds. So now the AI knows this is what things look like at 0 seconds, at 4 seconds, at 7 seconds, and at 10 seconds. Everything in between gets generated to connect those moments. I'll hit Confirm, then Generate, and you can see it queuing up. Let it run, and I'll show you the result in a second. Check this out. This is what came back. For a fight scene, this is genuinely impressive. The transitions between each frame follow the timing I set, and the motion between them looks intentional, not random. I'm actually impressed with how it handled this. Keep in mind, fight scenes are hard. Even expensive tools struggle here. Let's move on. Next test, a burger commercial. I have 5 frames prepped for this one. I'll upload them, set the duration to 10 seconds at 1080p, turn sound on, and this time I'm going to type a prompt, burger commercial. You can use the prompt box to describe the mood, the camera style, anything you want the AI to lean into. Once I've got the frames spaced roughly equally across the timeline, I'll confirm and send it. While that's generating, I'll queue up the next one. I prepared a perfume commercial as well. 4 frames showing a rose petal effect transitioning into a product shot. I'll set those up the same way and get them both running simultaneously. Now let me show you all the results. The burger video, look at this. The bottom bun drops, the patty layers on, the cheese and salad drops, the cheese melts down, and the assembly is smooth. It followed the frames I gave it almost perfectly, and it actually looks like something you'd see in a real ad. The more detailed and well-composed your input frames are, the better the output's going to be. For the perfume one, Rose petals are swirling in the air, they spiral together, and a bottle emerges from them. It's a clean, commercial-style generation, and honestly, one of the better results from my testing. That said, there's still some room for improvement. The motion could feel a bit more polished in places. But keep in mind, this feature literally just launched, so what you're seeing right now is basically day one quality. It's only going to get better from here. Now, I also ran some transformation tests because that's where I really wanted to push it. I did a female model transforming into a wolf-like figure across 4 frames. First result had some artifacts and transformation wasn't looking smooth, which is totally normal. So I hit retry and the second generation was noticeably cleaner. Same concept, different input frames. I also tested a second beast transformation. The transition between the second and third frame came out more like a cut than a smooth blend, so it's not flawless. I want to be upfront about that. Some results are great on the first try, some need a regeneration. But at 80 to 90 credits per generation, it's not painful to retry. I also tested a sketch-to-reality animation, 4 frames of a hand drawing an owl that transitions from pencil sketch to a mechanical, stylized, real-world version. This one I really liked. The sketch gets colored, the paper burns away, and the owl emerges. I did 2 generations of this, and the second one was even better than the first. After that, I tried 6-frame fashion transitions, the same female character in different outfits and backgrounds across 6 keyframes. The character consistency held up really well throughout, which impressed me. I did 2 generations of this one. The first was already pretty solid, but the second had noticeably smoother transitions between the outfit changes and the backgrounds felt more cohesive. My last test was a seasonal time-lapse of an oak tree with 3 frames covering spring, autumn, and winter. I ran this one a few times as well, with some at 5 seconds and some at 10 seconds, just to see how the duration affected the pacing of the transitions. Both generations came out decent, and I preferred the 10-second version. It gives the seasonal shift more room to breathe. There's definitely room for improvement, though. Some of the blends between seasons feel a little abrupt, but for a 3-frame input, it's not bad at all, and this'll only get better as the model improves. Alright, before you go, a couple of quick pro tips. First, you don't have to use all 6 frame slots. Sometimes 3 or 4 well-chosen keyframes with clear visual differences between them actually give you cleaner transitions than jamming all 6 in. Second, the sound prompt field is separate from your video prompt, and most people skip it entirely. But if you describe a specific audio environment like cinematic orchestral swell or upbeat product commercial music, it makes a noticeable difference to the final feel of the video. If you want to try any frame to video yourself, the link to Dzine AI is in the description and the 60% off deal is live right now, so don't sleep on it. If you found this useful, hit the like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow. And drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one.